Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday evening, 8 p.m., and you're listening to the home of Commodore 64 remixes, Slay Radio. Let us spice up your evening with Slaygon's incoherent ramblings.
Anywho Hazel.
And Ziona's pro dance moves to the best selection of remixes, sits, and demoscene tracks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this thing. Slay tuned.
Are you okay?
Give me a second to get our relays on air because I fucked up again. There we go.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what happened in the background. But hi, everyone. If you can hear us. If not, then I will say soon hi again, I guess.
Well, you can say hello, hello, hello to the relays and whatnot, because we are now live everywhere.
Okay. So no intro for the radio people. Oh, we are so sorry. Well, and the video people heard everything, right?
I think so.
Okay.
But,
we won't repeat ourselves.
Yet.
Yeah.
Now they can.
They heard it enough times anyway.
Same old.
Yeah, no new things. Soon we should probably do some new jingles and all of that. That would be nice, at least. So, yeah, hello everyone. It's the 23rd of April, and yeah, we are approaching the end of foolish April, so to speak. But it still looks like it's very foolish, and it will remain for a while. But other than that, I guess we are doing fine. I hope that you guys all do fine with the circumstances, of course. And how are you doing?
I'm just checking everything. I think it all looks good now.
Does it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So finally we can acknowledge that we are on air for sure.
For sure. We can check Facebook.
With the circumstances, no, that's not good. I don't want to talk with myself.
Why not?
From the past.
Why not?
Thank you.
Then you can always answer with very clever responses because you already know the questions.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting conversation, but probably not too entertaining. And yeah, Tab64 says, yeah, radio people are totally ignorable for a radio show. Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
He started to focus on the video recently. Yeah, he does better and better animations, contributing to both Slay and Oz Radio. So how cool is that?
The latest one is on the video stream now. I thought it was kind of cute, like a Sauron's eye type thing. And what I was trying to get working on that animation is kind of like visualization of radio waves, but I didn't have time to fix that little bit. So yeah, that'll do for now.
Later.
Yeah, later. There's other problems with that I need to fix. But anyway, fun things to do.
Fun things. Yeah, okay. Last week we had a request. I don't know if you remember that, but I do. And
what?
It's... Well, we had several requests last week, not only one, but I remember one particular one, which is, it was Wozzeck and his new remix, which is Bride Band Katze Tune 2 Voodoo remix. So I thought that it would be a great start for today.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. And I forgot to mention that Up64 also requested this song for this week. So also he added as a comment that it just sounds as awesome as Klopstylo by Slaygon.
I can't actually remember how that goes anymore.
You don't remember your own song?
No, I did it in kind of in a hurry, so I don't remember how it goes anymore.
Okay. Well, one thing is common in these songs. Well, okay, not the songs, but the remix and your Klopstylo's original is that they were made by Poles. Yeah, that much I remember.
Yeah, that much I do remember as well. I just can't remember the song. I do remember I wanted to do more on it, but I thought, nah, I'm never going to go back and do anything with it. So
yeah, but you decided to never go back like half a year later, as you usually do.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
So it never happens immediately, because immediately we always believe that we will still touch those things, and then it turns out that we never will. So then better to upload them like half a year later, I guess. Completely valid. I agree with that. So
my stream server wants to update.
that's a bad time for update.
Kind of a bad update. Yeah, update
Jesus.
time. Yes, I told it to fuck off.
Yeah, but my great news is for this week that my keyboard has been replaced in my MacBook. Yay! So it's not going to be a struggle anymore that I lose my E key. And last week it started to be like really bad because the R
It
key...
went all pirate on you.
Yeah, R. First it lost connection, then we tried to repair it, and then after the attempt, sometimes it completely didn't have any connection, but sometimes it started to type by itself, like a ghost. So it was just a little bit creepy. And at that moment, I kind of decided that, okay, this is that far that we will go with this. And since I'm still not ready to leave this machine behind, because it still works like a charm, to be honest, even
really
after
machine.
6 years.
Yeah, it's still a good machine. So
Yeah,
I have kind of exactly the same model you have, I guess.
Yeah.
I bought mine in 2015. Still works like a charm.
Yeah, I got this in 2014, I believe, and it's really it's working like a charm. So I'm not the one who usually changes her devices very often anyway. So once I got one that I like, I pretty much stick to it until it gets completely bonkers or broken, or well, I have to have a very good reason to buy a new one. So
yeah, same with me. The studio machine right there is actually now 5 years old. Before that, I had one studio machine that lasted some 10 or 12 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they can keep up. Like in some cases, it's more difficult, but these, I absolutely have no problem with it. And honestly, I would have even my previous iPhone if it wouldn't be like having a factory bug. After 2 years, it started to reset itself, like at the completely unexpected moments. These are reasons to buy a new device, but these are the good reasons to buy them. So I'm very environment friendly, and I think you are too. I think that's great.
The problem with computers is that you tend to get a bunch anyway, and I don't throw them away. I keep them and I use them for kind of other purposes. The old TV right there on the... Oh, hey, Zelda. Hey.
Okay, then.
Not throwing that away because we can put some nice kind of sound visualization things on it or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, so...
It works, so
or
why not?
RC chat or whatever scrolling by. Hey, Zelda.
Oh, she's struggling. She doesn't know what to do. I'm wondering if I can start up the next request without doing a time travel again with Facebook and all of that, because
just, make sure it's muted.
It is muted, but you know how it goes. Fine. Well, we can have a look. Still no sound. That's amazing. I really hope that it will remain this way until I will play the next request, which is Dove64's request, which is Atari and Frogger. So yeah, I think we will hear some Atari music here. And the interesting thing that he also requested Bob Blazer for later. I don't know if we will have time for 2 requests today. We will see. But then Martin Land also started to request Bob Blazer, but the 64 version. So that's going to be fun, I guess. But for now, we will play this little song. And well, let's hope that it's going to be all right, because I didn't really listen to it. So are we sure that we want to listen to this like during a gameplay? I was wondering.
No, those twink, 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 twink things are kind of annoying, I think.
Yeah, a little. So maybe we have another search criteria here.
Minus in-game.
Minus in-game? No, it wasn't claimed in-game, unfortunately.
Oh, hello, Johan Benson and Peter Clark and Martin Arkeland on Facebook.
Yeah, let's check. Maybe. No, that's too long. Oh, Jesus.
Forever
that is
looping
such a
kind of
struggle. Official version. Do you think this will do? Let's check. Oh, that's with the intro and everything, I guess. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. We cannot play. I mean, we cannot find the proper source for the normal music of it. Jesus. Yeah. Maybe we should carry on with something else until we sort this thing out, I guess.
Yeah, maybe play or find something else to play and then come back to that.
Yeah.
Later on. Oh, hello,
What?
ACDK.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Crowd Guys request will play as the next one. And it...
Sorry, got stuck in my head now.
Yeah, I can understand that. So his request was Hessian and title theme, epic vocal soundtrack by Anthony Waters.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
And greetings fly out to Slaygon and Ziona.
Hello, guys.
And the rest of the channel and Dove64.
And hello, IRC. I know I'm not very active over there. I'll try to get to it soon.
Get to it.
I'm trying to. Soon.
Hurry.
I just remember every day
Haha, Jesus doesn't do tune finding, said Peter. Yeah, well, I know. Sorry. And yeah, still, I'm not 100% sure about that, so we have to look that up with like a little bit of better research. And I understand that this big pink, whatever it is, magenta, yeah. So this thing is better for light, but I don't see anything from the request then.
Well, you have your computer as well.
Yeah,
laptop.
but then I have to look like away from the camera. No, it's not ideal. Seriously.
Oh no.
I really hope that those new things will come soon. We
What
will
new
rearrange the studio entirely.
Yeah, that won't make that much difference light-wise. Light still is light, so...
I think it will make all the difference in the world, to be honest.
No, because light is still light, and that's a big source of light.
You
that
think?
Monitor. No, I can look at it, I can see. I don't need to think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How are you doing?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm doing great, actually. It's pretty okay. We had a hangout today, like with my team for about half hour. Like every week we do this now. Like, how is everyone doing? And then we don't talk about work, and we ask each other how we are doing.
Oh, that's nice. Just a social hangout thing instead of work related.
At least.
Yeah.
So and other than that, of course, working from home. And this week I had to go out twice because I was bringing my laptop to the service in order to exchange the keyboard. And then the next day it was already done, so I could go back. So I was so happy about it.
Yay!
It was very quick.
And it works nicely, and you got a Swedish keyboard.
Oh yeah, I got the Swedish keyboard. That was the funniest part, like when it was replaced and all done, and oh, it is Swedish. Is it a problem? What can I say? Okay, it's not a problem. No, it wouldn't be a problem anyway. But yeah, this is the keyboard that they had in stock. So I don't think that this is an issue anyway. The original keyboard was English.
Yeah,
so.
You still need to type in Swedish every now and then, so it's good to have, I think.
Yeah, actually, that's the keyboard that I know the least, probably, because I know the English and I know the Hungarian that I use very often. But the Swedish is still like, there is this strange O, which is like the circle on the...
yeah, now you can see where it is.
Yeah, now I can see where it is, so it's not too confusing. And other than that, I'm not watching the keyboard meanwhile I type, so it's all fine.
The O, as in Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Yeah, Stargate Atlantis.
Oh yeah,
no, actually
right.
Atlantis.
I was always wondering about that. Like, why?
Yeah, there was some Nordic fad going on for a bit there, so everything looked cooler if you had those rings and umlauts on everything.
I think that must be something similar to the things that if your language doesn't have a character, which is very often, then it becomes cool for some reason, and then everyone starts to overuse it. Like in Hungarian, this is the Y, so instead of the character E, like the I, sorry, in English it's I. So instead of I, we use Y sometimes in the end of the names because we feel that it's cooler, but our language doesn't have it. And I think I know about, Poles do it the other way around because they have Y everywhere. So sometimes they change it to I, but Poles can confirm if this is true. I just heard it, I think. Mm-hmm. And generally like characters not used very often like Q or X or basically those are the least used ones. They can also be the cool ones, I guess.
You guess.
I guess, yeah.
You guess.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Where are we? There we are. Good. Just checking. Apparently Marcel joined us somewhere. Can't see him actually
Somewhere.
saying anything. Yeah, Mötley Crüe, Johan Benson comments on Facebook here.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Motorhead.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
is also not a character that is used very often in many languages. So I guess it must count as cool. The coolness factor.
Yeah, well, we have a better now. There we go. In Slay Radio. I made my own
But you have to do it radio because then you have the circle on the A, right?
Slay Radio.
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 Like Royskop or Royskop. I don't know. Those guys, where they are coming from?
Röyksopp.
Roysop? What?
Röyksopp.
Royksop?
Röyksopp.
I always thought that it's Royskop.
I think they're
Oh my God.
Icelandic or something.
No, I knew that
Röyksopp.
it's something Nordic. Seriously? Did I misspell it all my life? Röyksopp. Yes, I did.
And
Oh
where
my
the
God.
fuck are they from?
Oh, right. Hang on.
Norwegian.
No, I
apparently.
knew that. I knew that they are from somewhere around here. Right.
Yeah, I thought they were Icelandic.
Norwegian electronic music duo from Tromsø with the Freen. Yeah. with
Yeah,
the-
it's they don't have that much to do other than fish and oil. They have all that oil money, so they have a lot of free time.
yeah,
That's what
right.
I'm kind of telling myself, at least.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I
Yeah,
prepared a very
Ace.
nice request here.
Huh?
I prepared a very nice request here, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
have no
Oh,
idea what
Ace.
I'm going to play.
Ace just said Röyksopp är en elektronisk musikduo från Tromsø, Norge.
Tromsø?
Tromsø,
Is
Norge.
this how you pronounce
Norge.
it there? Okay.
And I've actually, depending, I guess, where in Norway you're from, you either say Norge or Norge.
Norge. Oh, Norge.
I think. I've been told different things over the years, but I don't think an actual Norwegian person has told me any of that. So don't take my word for it.
So we will
Anyway.
ask an actual Norwegian person. I think that
Lord,
some of
help
them
us!
some of them will show up today, I guess. So we can ask an actual Norwegian person.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay. So the request that you don't know about will surprise you probably. Seasoned via Cockling, thanks to Banan.
Thank you, Banan.
Again, thank you, Banan. Seasoned wants to hear Aztec Challenge from Cinematic 64.
Oh,
Oh.
then we need some dark pipes over here.
Oh, yeah. The dark days. Yay! Someone said that they are scared to death now.
Oh,
They are so scared because of this song.
Oh,
This is not a lullaby for babies.
No, it's actually based on Ramin Javadi's theme for Maeve in Westworld. In season 1, episode 6, the end titles is the first time it's introduced. I heard it there and thought, wow, this sounds like Aztec Challenge. I must do something with it. So I did.
And how far is the point when someone has to pay any sort of credits or whatnot for this? You think this is only the baseline, so technically fits.
It's not even the same baseline. It's I think 2 notes that are the same. The rest are not the same. So it's just the kind of texture of the whole thing. And in that tempo, when played, it just screamed Aztec Challenge to me. So I thought, let's do a version of that then.
Totally makes sense. And on IRC, we are more and more now. So a lot of people are gathering up.
Hello, a lot of people.
And hello, a lot of people. I couldn't say hello to everyone yet, but I will try, I guess.
CJ Warlock says, this remix by Slaygon is actually good. Interesting.
It turned the boring dissonances of the original into an atmospheric tune, which is very true. Well, I'm not sure how bored I was on the original version, but yeah, I think that the atmosphere of the remix is very nice.
Yeah, I like the version AOD, Beast, and Tron made. The Run Cornholio version. Yeah. It's brilliant, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Different kind, but
it is.
Remix, but yeah, fun.
And it is an IRC party, not only an IRC party, there are also people on Facebook. And I guess there are also people on YouTube. If I'm not mistaken.
Alpa is there, CJ Warlock is there as well, Tenno Recluse is there, and Socky the Real!
Yay!
Socky the Real!
You have to do this for everyone in their own style. We don't need any jingles then.
I've been meaning to actually. I have this whole catalogue of shit I need to cut out from TV series and movies and whatnot. I just keep writing them down, but I never go back and actually do it.
Exactly.
So I need to kind of spend a whole weekend doing just that, and to have sound bites out of them. But one of these weekends, maybe during the vacation or something. Who knows?
Yeah, with a nice studio setup, maybe anything is possible.
Speaking of studio. Been looking at tables and whatnot, as you started to mention earlier, for the studio, rebuilding this whole area a little bit, widen the table so we actually sit next to each other instead.
We actually see each other when we are talking with each other. That would help, because this is why I'm looking that way, because he is there. And
I'm looking that way because she's there.
Yay.
So if I do this, you're going to see my arm going, hello! The other camera. But have a table that runs the length of the room, some more shelves, and bring that TV on that side up a little bit, and put some nice things on there. It's going to be fun.
Let's hope so. Well, at least it's going to be more practical, I would say. And
hopefully.
Peter said that he almost have missed our show because he was watching Last Week Tonight the entire day.
John Oliver is good.
Yep, he is really good. Absolutely. All our appreciations.
CJ Warlock says on YouTube, I thought the whole 10 seconds why there's so many nas on Slaygon's t-shirt. Then I got it.
It's not natrium. But yeah.
No, it's batmium.
Batmium. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing that goes around the world right now, the coronavirus. It's batmium. Because originated from bats or whatever the fuck they think now.
Right, okay. Makes totally sense. Right, I lined up here Martin Land's request, which is a C64 original, which is Bob Blazer. And let's hope that we will hear whatever is playing, because now I'm trying it from your machine, and last time it didn't work out.
Yes, it did.
It did? Okay.
Yes, it did. You just keep thinking so, but it does.
Yeah, okay.
It only plays in the headphones.
I just won't think. I will just play it. Yeah, Martin says he likes crazy, and this tune is crazy for sure. So, yeah, made by Russell Lieblich. And yeah, it's Blazer. And I saw that there is an Atari version of this too. Wow, that should be also interesting, I guess.
Yeah, all I hear is Romeo Knight's version of that.
Ah, yeah, right, because he made a remix of that.
Yeah, with vocals on there as well.
Oh my, okay. Someone can request it for today, just for having a listen.
Because fun.
Yeah, because officially I cannot request it, so...
Officially you can request anything you want.
No, well, unofficially, yes, that's true. Otherwise I would give some space for others if it's not a problem.
Yeah, and I saw the request list was fairly thick tonight, which is very, very nice.
Well, it is a request-focused show. Today we don't have any topics or theme to adapt to or focus on, so that's why sometimes this has to be announced as well, because then people actually know that we can request anything. Well, not anything, but, you know.
They can request anything. We can deny all the things as well.
That is very, very true. Is the light better
so
now?
So much better.
Yeah, right.
Just go to comment on it. You're going to see on when you replay the whole thing, or if you look at the video stream, so you can check it out when it switches over to when you switch the window. It's a major, major difference, and it should kick in right about now on the stream when you watch it. There we go. Ah, so much better.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Now it switched over. You weren't looking, but now it switched over.
Yeah, too bad that it's really bothering one's eyes, so it's not really a pleasant light
No,
kind of
I know.
thing. We have to do something with that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some sort of filter to put on the screen or whatever. On both of them, actually.
Yeah, Martin Akerlund said that Slaygon, the Hans Zimmer of C64 remixes.
Oh, so
Oh.
kind. But I do think Marcus Schneider has a thing or two to say about that.
Hell yeah, probably he has. That's very true. Mm.
And nowadays, what's his face again? Winters, Anthony,
Anthony Waters,
Andrew
yeah.
Waters. Thank you.
Yeah, he
As
also
well.
has a say in that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Peter Clark might have a say in that too, I guess.
Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. Although
chance.
he's more towards the John Williams kind of thing, or what's his face? Nightmare Before Christmas. God damn it! What's his face again?
I'm bad with faces in that sense.
Well, I'm looking for a name really, and not a face. But he's a redhead and.
Oh, you have to do a research on that. Horrible.
just,
My God.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Danny Elfman. God damn it.
That was quick. I see.
Yeah.
And here we have the next request lined up.
We do?
Yes, I do. And it's Master of Cowbells requested. Control Z.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ting, ting. Control Z and Spy vs. Spy. This here tune is not heard enough on this here fine radio station, I think. He said. Okay, then.
Blink, blink, blink,
Blink.
blink,
Blink.
blink, 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 blink. Nice tune.
Yep, very nice one indeed, and I agree. We didn't overplay it in the latest shows,
Oh,
so maybe
definitely not.
maybe we should.
I think we've only played it once before.
Yeah, it was requested once before, but let's hope it will be requested more often.
Indeed. And Funky Data joins us on the Facebook. Hello, Funky.
Yeah, and I0 is also with us, and I'm glad to announce that your CD is already traveling to you if it hasn't arrived. That would be super quick, but...
oh, yeah, that would be super quick because you posted it, what, yesterday?
No, the day before.
The day
so
before.
It's been 2 days now, so I really hope that it will get there soon. Chris Hulsbeck's signed Turrican album. Really cool.
Turrican!
Too bad that there is no Easter egg search like every week. That was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, we still have a few of those CDs to give out. So we might figure something else out for the
Another
next
Yeah.
little egg hunt.
Yeah,
Although
I like
that
that.
time it won't be eggs. It's going to be something like, I don't know, count the post-its on my CDs in the shelves. That's going to be a difficult task because they're kind of stacked and weird and, some not really visible. Like this one is behind the other one. There's a little post-it there from Mahoney.
Yes. And what says the post-it?
I forgot to read the video stream.
Well, that would be the most interesting part. How you couldn't read the post-it.
I think it says something like Newt or something similar.
Horrible. When did you get this CD?
Kind of when it was released, I guess. Oh, speaking of CDs and physical copies, we need to do a backside of the Cinematic 64 thing. Because that needs to go to print very, very soon. Which also means that very, very soon the interview from the 8-bit Symphony Pro recordings will be done and out.
And what's the connection between those two?
Because they all go out at the same time. The 8-bit Symphony Pro and Cinematic 64 are from the same Kickstarter.
Right, okay. That's
so
cool.
That's the connection.
Okay. I thought that it's our interview with the...
It is our
interview, okay.
with the crew that was doing the recordings, yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be super interesting.
Indeed. And I still need to talk to Chris about using Lee Bolton's videos from the recordings from the thingy at some point, because I want to kind of cut them into the interview thingy.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, so the time is approaching. That means that we have to do this.
The time is approaching. We need to do what?
The interview.
Oh, we already done the interview. But
yeah, that's done, but it has to be completed and cut together and everything.
How dare you, Jason Parker, entering now?
What happened there?
He just arrived.
Is this making you so upset?
Nah.
Too bad.
Hello. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, I'm always wondering about these late messages. Oh, sorry, I'm late. It's all right. It's
nobody
like
cares.
you can. It's not that nobody cares, but you can come and go as you feel like.
No, I mean nobody cares that you're late.
Exactly.
Everyone
but
cares that you're here, but nobody cares if you're late.
Yeah,
as long as you're here, it's all good.
Thanks for specifying it, because it didn't sound that great
Yeah,
first.
I know.
It's not that he doesn't care. So yeah, but yeah, it's a lovely thing. I think many people do this, but I think it's completely fine if you can come later. So
Yeah. And besides, there's an archive later on if you miss it entirely. So
yeah,
all good.
definitely.
All
All
good.
good.
That's it. That's why we have everything archived. So
Yeah, indeed. And we have a request from Hey there, Ziona.
oh, hey
It's
there,
not me.
Ziona.
Someone said hey there, Ziona, in the name, and he wants to hear Supremacy from Luke Hash, which is always good. So why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yay, Lukash and Supremacy.
Sorry, I had to reset the setup again because I had to listen to a little bit of thingy on the request list. Apparently a version of West Bank from... let me have a look again from Scott Joplin. Something Doing, a ragtime piano thingy. And apparently that sounds a lot like West Bank, or West Bank is a copy of it. That tended to happen quite a lot back in the day when people were asked to do music, and I just don't feel it's that type of show.
Yeah, well, that was played like what in
1903, I think.
1903, yeah, exactly. Which, yeah, it's been a while, and most likely this was the original, not the West Bank version, then I guess. So, yeah, but in this matter, it's, Slaygon didn't feel that it's like the appropriate show for, and the appropriate radio station, most probably for in these cases, because the 64 thing is, well, it's a remix of it.
Yeah, Boz and Chris Abbott did a little pre-recorded show called "Oh, It's That," where they played a Sid, and then they played the original tune right after.
Lovely.
So I think that one is actually in the archives somewhere, and if it's not, I'm gonna make sure to actually upload that one because we did broadcast that in the early days, right around the time when we started doing live shows, so back in 2004-ish, I think. Okay. So have to have a look in the great big archive.
The great big archive.
Yeah.
If you still have those.
I do. I still have all of the live shows ever made on Slay Radio.
But then it would be probably wise to check them up if your hard drives are still functional that have them.
Yeah, those are actually backups on DVDs, and they have a kind of a shelf life of 10-ish years.
That is
so
a very, very bad
thing. Need to go and check them out and kind of rip all of them. Make sure I have proper digital copies of them and put them somewhere safe.
Yeah, they are not safe right now if they are on DVD, I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, I could just drop them on Dropbox. I have 1 terabyte on there, so that accounts for bit rot and everything, so that's good.
You might want to do that like as soon as you can.
Yes, I know.
Because it's I lost a lot of data like this, like when
I actually never lost a single piece of data from DVDs, old DVDs.
Yeah, actually DVDs were better than CDs for sure. The funny thing was that early on, when you didn't have that big storage, right, you were writing everything to CDs, and I was actually troubled even that, oh my God, I should have written this and this and this as well, because I don't have any more storage space. And then those that I have never written a CD of, they kind of survived because of that, because it's, I think, like 70% of my CDs or something like that, especially the Philips ones, they were completely like unreadable or broken after like 10-15 years, and no CD reader or DVD reader could read them anymore, so there was no way. Did
you use them a lot, or were they just on the shelf?
No, they were on the shelf, unfortunately. Well, some of them I used like in my MP3 player when I used to have like a portable CD player, right? But it's been like, what? When was the last time when I used it? I don't know, 2005 perhaps, even before.
But Funky Data says, buy vinyl! Yeah, because data is so great to put on vinyl.
Yeah, excellent. Or a portable vinyl player, like on your side while walking for and jogging.
For archiving, obviously.
Yeah, I know. But I just started to imagine that.
Why not just do wax rolls? They last forever. Until you put sunlight on them.
Right.
Bottle of wax. But yeah, I need to go back and actually have a look at those DVDs. What is it? 4.5-ish, 4.4 gigabytes per DVD, I think. Unless they're double-sided, which is very rare that I put archives on double-sided DVDs. But a regular DVD is like 4.4 gigabytes, I think. So, yeah. Should be doable. Oh, besides, I still need to go back and try to find the show from, I think it was 2005, when there was a show that Boz and Ken's did, where they sang Happy Birthday to HDK for the first time.
No.
And he has requested that show. So I need to go back and find all of those.
And maybe...
And yes,
maybe,
Funky Data, I'm going to back them up to a hard disk and Dropbox. 4.7 gigabytes. Thanks, Peter Clark.
Maybe there is a way to upload them again to the Slay Radio page.
Yeah, sure.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
if you would have like everything from
now
the
I
start.
have a little bit... the old archive crashed, which is why a couple of the shows on the current download page are broken, especially on the older side of things. But yeah, there definitely could be a little update on that, because I do have the space to actually put them on there.
A little.
Now. Yeah.
Okay, do a little update. Now we have time. I mean, we have always had time because you were a couch potato.
Yeah,
but
what do you think I'm doing on the couch?
a lot of things. That's
Exactly.
why I say that it's like now you
It's
have
not
time
like
for
I'm
this
just
too.
sitting there and staring at the ceiling. I'm
Not
doing
really,
these,
no.
animation thingies and coding and stuff.
Animation thingy won't do itself. I
Exactly.
know. I understand. And the Tough 64, I'm so sorry, but so far I couldn't find a normal version of the Atari Frogger that is not an in-game playing kind of thing.
Because this is a Commodore 64 channel anyway, or well, Commodore-ish.
Yeah, but it's like so frustrating. I was really looking for that, and like in all the videos they are doing gameplay and we kind of, which is nice and nostalgic, but I guess you want to hear the music. Anyway, never mind. I0.
And Ace just said on Facebook, "Wow, you still remember?" Yes, I do remember. I remember most of my promises, actually, but I'll get to it eventually. I promise. I promise. Oh, hey, Shellbreading.
Hi.
Yes, he says the C64 sign on the right looks awesome. Yes, it does. I actually put a bit of filter on it because it was too bright. So now it's looking really nice. And yeah, Shellbreading is now my former colleague since 1st of April.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah. And you had a thingy there?
I had a thingy there,
play?
yes. I0 wants to hear the C64 Mafia and Paperboy. I've been waiting for him to deliver something. We are also waiting for him to deliver something, and let's hope that it will arrive very, very soon. We did everything we could, so...
Once again in German.
Was? Wie tief kannst du gehen? Ich krieg den Hass, muss ich mir Shouts von dir ansehen. Du hast keine Ahnung, du sagst rappen kann doch jeder. Doch hier ist meine Warnung, schwing das Ding auf einer Feder. Und ich hüpf auf deinen Kopf wie ein italienischer Rohrverleger. Du bist Sachsen-Paule und ich bin der Hardcore-Neger.
Das ist mir zu hart, ich mag's gerne und Musik.
Oh, did I say I don't like rap music?
Doch was du selber hochlädst, ist nur Schund und Dreck. Du bist der Hund, ich dreh den Hut. Beim Sound bist du der Spektrum, klingst noch scheißer als eine Tröte. Drum zeig ich dir mein Rektum ab nach Haus und spiel Blockflöte.
under limbolivsnivå. Och du har ingen aning, så jag rappar, det kan alla. Jag känner så gubben i Rumble att jag någon måste skalla. Den är någon, det är du. Lystring, lyssna nu. Du kommer att bli nörd på efter att ha huggits mitt i tu.
Men vad nu inte så? Då ger vi slut i jag.
Med det svar de kommer dundra i takt till the beat goes on. Och din musik, vad är det för jävla spex? Och hur kommer det sig att du kallar dig DJ Perplex? Och snackar vi ljud, jag sitter och du näs. Och jag är satan själv och du är satans mes.
Ma chi è che è il Mona che batte la porta e che chiude urlando?
Why did you switch the microphones off?
I did.
I switched them off on, and you switched them off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not a toggle. It actually says 2 microphones and no microphones on the buttons.
I'm sorry. That was a mistake. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we have to tell everything again that we have been talking about.
Okay, we talked about the evening shows like Tonight Show and Last Week Tonight and whatnot, and about confusions about the late night hosts, and mine apparently as well, because I said John Oliver earlier, whilst apparently he was talking about Stephen Colbert.
I think it was my fault, because Peter Clark said that he has been watching the entire day Stephen Colbert and the Late Show. And then I was totally, I don't know, for some reason it got to the Late Night Show with John Oliver, right? Or, well, who has the Late Night Show? Who has the Last Week Tonight? Last Week Tonight by John Oliver, right?
Yes.
This is, oh my God. Yeah, right. And then we have Jimmy Kimmel, and then we have, I don't know how many guys are doing how many things there. Like, we have at least 5 show hosts that I see.
The ones we, sort of way watch religiously, if you will, is John Oliver and his Last Week Tonight. And then sporadically, I kind of like Stephen Colbert and his, what's that little thing called? Meanwhile. And right now he's doing the Quarantine While, for instance, and the monologues. I find it a bit boring at times because all of them latch on to the same things. So if you have a story about something on one of the shows, it tends to kind of replicate to the other ones as well somehow. And they take that same slice of news and make something funny out of it. And naturally so, because they kind of grew out of the whole James Stewart, is it? Jimmy
Kimmel.
No, Stewart. James
okay.
James Stewart. Stewart. Anyway, they all kind of were junior reporters on his show back in the day,
Right.
and
okay.
then spread out to do their own thing later on. So they kind of latch on to the same type of stories, all of them. The one that I recently discovered does slightly different shows is Jimmy Kimmel.
Ah, right. Yeah.
And Ace says, John Stewart. Yes, thank you, Ace. Ace said Jimmy Fallon. No, not so much Jimmy Fallon, but I don't know. Who cares? It's kind of the same show. It's it's like Jon Stewart's show, except it's now separate shows. So...
Yeah, and lots to laugh at with Trump material. Yeah, that is very true. That's kind of common in almost all of them.
Naturally, because there's a lot of material to get from there.
Yeah, it's not that difficult to choose from.
Fucking tool, man. I tried to watch one of these just to see if it's just the late night hosts that are picking on small details of his rallies and speeches and whatnot. At one point, I tried to actually watch a few of his press conferences and whatnot. It's just I don't understand what people see in him at all. It's like beyond me. I do not understand what is going on in people's heads that actually like him. I just don't know. It's so weird. So weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that we will know many people right now at the moment who will tell you the answer, but who knows? Maybe someone can. Maybe we should play a song then.
Yes.
I guess. So, how about Tenno Recluse's request?
Who waves hands and sticks face to window. He was trying to get us to switch our microphones on earlier.
Huh?
Earlier, when our microphones were muted, he was waving at us to try to get us to switch the microphones on.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, actually, this is a good idea that we should try to do at some point. This big TV over here would be nice if we could have like one of those Zoom meetings or whatever with all the listeners on there. And if we see everyone starting to wave their hands and all that, we could just say, oh shit, we forgot something, and kind of...
That makes totally sense. Real-time feedback. Yeah, that could work.
So
I like that.
An audience, but digital.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I wonder how well it would work with the meeting, though, with, I don't know, over 30 participants or something.
No,
but...
they would be muted.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's a lot to handle for the system. And let's say that
it's not. It's just one video feed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm having meetings like this, like every other week. I mean, with such amount of people, even today, like with 120 people, let's say that I lost connection several times. And also, even with smaller meetings, the tool that we use with the team is also like integrated Microsoft thing. I don't know really if this is a separate application, but anyway, I consequently have 10 seconds of pause in every meeting. It will happen like after 5 or 10 minutes. Every meeting of mine has this problem, and it happens at least twice during a meeting.
Yeah, but this would be different.
Yeah, well,
it's not a meeting where you interact with all of the participants.
But they have to come through somehow, and it takes a lot of video feed,
bandwidth,
lot of bandwidth as well.
We have a gigabit connection here, so it's
know,
fine.
That's why I don't understand why I have those 10 seconds of.
Because it's not this end that is the problem. What do you think?
Right. I don't know. But it seems consequent with everyone, no matter where they are from. So give me an answer. Anyway, we have a request. So Tenor Recluse wants to hear GCH and JCH, right?
Yes.
JCH. And no birthday, Sid. So, yeah. JCH is always good. So JCH, and as Mordy said, he has a very nice player, not only the player, but all the history and everything, the information that he gathered with his player at deepsid.cordian.net.
That particular tune, though, sounded more like Future Composer than anything else. Could you pick up the information about the player? There's a tab for the player for that tune up there.
Yeah, also no editor information available, but here we have it written like No, that's for his name. I have to claim here that we got the request, like it should be played with non-JCH new player, which I haven't really found an option for, so I don't really know where this setting is, if there is anything.
Top left, the Dropbox on the top left, you have options.
I know for those, but there's no such thing there.
Yeah, and with... especially with JCH's own entries on DeepSid, they play with the correct player by default.
And it's composed. This tune is composed in Luxity's player.
Ah,
so, yeah, that's
okay. Because to me it sounded a lot like Future Composer.
Well, now we know at least the information. But anyway, I didn't find a way to
yeah, you can't switch the player.
Non-JCH new player, and it's contained within the path, but I don't see in the directory such an option anyway.
That is a non-JCH player. If it's Luxity's player, then it's not JCH's player, so it's a non-JCH player.
Well, but it was said it is composed in Luxity's player.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
But you can't switch the player. There's no way to switch a player because the player and the song in a SID are tightly bound together.
Yeah,
there is no way to play a song with a different player.
Good. Okay. So we did okay with that, at least. That's good to know. I guess we can be happy.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Mordy says, I really like how you can read the CSTV comments and the composer notes directly in DeepSid. It's like a wiki. Yeah, it's like a SID wiki.
Totally.
Back in the day, I used to have something called SID Find, where I collected a lot of stuff, but not even close to what JCH is doing with DeepSid. That thing is fucking awesome.
Yeah, he has like all the informations listed about composers as much as he can get.
Yeah, and all the options to play and the from what's it called, the Swask and all that were recorded from Real 64 and stuff like that. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find the remixes and everything. No, it's just really amazing. So, and it continuously is developing. So. If you also reload the page, you usually get some spontaneous statistics of how active the SID composers are, which country they are coming from. And I was really proud to announce sometimes that we with Hungary are in the top 10. And Hungary is a small country, but we have a lot of people that love SID. So obviously, and they are still active. Well, some of them at least. So that I was really proud of.
Yeah.
That was a nice request as well. So thank you for requesting this.
Blippy Bloppy shit is good.
And I think that it would be really great to rearrange this entire setup because I'm reading a lot of things from my screen which should be technically there, not here. And it bothers me right now.
We arranged for it to be there at some point.
Yeah, at some point when we rearrange this thing and you post the order.
No, we arrange the thing to be on there on the keyboard at some point.
Yeah, we did that, but it's not an optimal place for that. And I'm not going to keep it there. So it has to be proper arrangement. So when are the new tables coming from IKEA?
When we order them.
And when are we ordering them?
Later.
Why later?
Because we need to figure out the right tables to order and the measurements and whatnot, so we get the right stuff.
You already figured it out.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
I hate to order something and then as soon as you press order and do all of that that thing, you realize that shit, I forgot that one thing.
Yeah, but you looked so prepared on the weekend, like you know everything.
Well, I kind of figure out the basics, yes.
The basics?
Yes, but not all of it.
Yeah. And Martinland, yes. Vincenzo, for example, yes. Necropolo, for example. Hermit, for example, who has one of his players is implemented in DeepSid. So if you scroll down from WebSid emulator in GCH's player, then you will see JCH's player. Sorry, I still have a problem with G and J, so never mind.
OG.
Yeah, OG. Then you can see that Hermit's emulator is also available for playing. So yeah, he is a very Sid type of guy.
Very.
And Sid Rip Alliance, obviously. And many more. Yeah.
Many more.
We shouldn't start because then I will forget about someone and then they will be butthurt later on. Well, they will have enough time probably to digest anyway. I don't know what will happen with the summer parties, but I'm still hoping. Well, maybe.
Yeah, probably not going to happen.
Well, the current situation is that the parties are cancelled until the first week of June. And then what will happen after that, we don't know. So I don't know what to count on. I'm just a bit cautious about announcing anything yet. So
yeah, I'm just happy that we actually got to fly over to Prague before all of the lockdowns and whatever in the what was it, 20th of February or something.
Yeah, I guess
kind of very close to everything being shut down.
Yeah. But anyway, we will see how it goes. So the start of June is still like... And of course we were asked like fairly recently when we want to have our summer vacation, which is kind of funny. It's good for planning, I guess, but we really have no idea how it's going to look like then. So
just
it's hard to say anything.
Regular vacation, then if things change, you can shuffle things around, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. For this year, Edward is with us on IRC as well.
Hello, Edward.
Hi. And he wants to hear Iceman and Buzzy gets drunk with booze. What else you can get drunk with? That made me think.
Made you think, did it?
Made me think.
Ooh, things that make you go, CNC Music Factory.
such a happy tune.
Indeed. Bing, bing, bing,
Very
bing, bing,
nice.
bing, bing, bing. And yeah, people keep telling me I need to get a NAS, so I have places to store all the shows and whatnot. Yes, I have a NAS. I have two.
A NAS.
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 I think in total there's about 40 terabytes of space on them. But I still need to have some kind of off-site storage to put all of them on.
Yeah, that is very true. You have to
The
have proper...
Yeah, the server I have off-site only has, 3 terabytes, I think, or something like that. And most of that disk space is used up already for hosting other stuff like intros.c64.org and that sort of thing. Ziron.c64.
And other c64.org kind of things.
There's, I think, 20-something c64.org subdomains that I host in one way or another.
Oh, wow. And I barely noticed that half of the show is already gone, which is weird, because we just started, so...
Well, not barely, more than.
Yeah. Very interesting. Wotega is still hoping for X. We are also hoping for X. That
Yeah,
would be
October,
so cool.
November even.
November, end of November. That
yeah.
is late. That is certainly late enough not to know about it yet. So
yeah. So hopefully that will still happen, but we don't know yet.
We know nothing, Jon Snow. Well.
Nothing, Jon Snow.
No, nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, really want that to happen. It would be awesome.
Yeah, and opinions about Sweden starts to get turn positive, despite the death rate, obviously, which is higher than the around countries, obviously, because there are no such strict rules, obviously. But it's all about.
Yeah, but it's not obviously.
Well. People...
Here's the thing. There was an article in the New York Times when they went back and checked yearly or deaths between in this period from January to March or whatever it was historically, and compared it to deaths this year. And apparently. Out of all the countries that report deaths in corona deaths, Sweden has been very, very diligent in reporting every single one. So in that sense, it looks like a lot, but then again, we are very good at reporting them, so it tends to rack up more than usual.
Yeah, and people start to talk about the fact that it seems to be working, so it's the life didn't stop here as it stopped in many other countries. So shops are still open, coffee places are still open, maybe not big restaurants where there are more than 50 people can gather together, but a lot of things are open and functional and working, and it seems like they will go through this a bit faster than other places, which
one could only hope. But,
one could only hope. Yeah, we don't know it for sure yet, but this is what I heard, and this is what I surprisingly read written by other countries, which is obviously you wouldn't expect that because it was judged by a lot of people. This strategy that is here, but it seems to be somehow working.
Yeah, well, take us and bars, for example. We're self-isolating because it seems to be the appropriate thing to do.
Yeah, and probably many other people do that.
A lot of people that have the opportunity to do so are doing so.
Yeah, that is very, very true. So that is also a plus. Working from home has a culture here and a trust, which, well, they don't have this everywhere. I know it for a fact. So for some countries it's more difficult. For some countries it's easier to adapt to this. And yeah, we will see where it leads. But I can tell you that anytime I go out to the street, I see people who just don't care.
Yeah,
they just
don't give
care.
a shit.
Absolutely not. So this part is something I don't like, but I guess you never can avoid those people anywhere you go. So, yeah. Oh, Tom64 said, now I give you a very important information. When we all allowed to meet again in real, I'll hug everyone for at least a minute, so get yourself prepared.
Yeah, there's been a couple of Facebook threads where they post something like, the first 12 that comments on this, I will meet them in real life and we'll have a big party, or well, at least with 12 people, I guess. Big dinner or whatever.
Or coffee or beer.
Exactly.
Or, I know, I read it too.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those, as well as all of those idiotic fucking math problems people keep posting about. Fuck off with them already.
They are bored. Forgive them.
Yeah, sure, but pick up a fucking hobby instead of some shit, I don't know. Stop posting idiotic things on Facebook.
Yeah, well. And let's stop talking idiotic things for a while as well, because Votega had a request. And it's Easy Tunes and Double Dragon title theme. Yay. Now I realize that I haven't heard this for like 1,000 years.
1,000? Wow.
Okay, at least 5 or 10. And that surprises me a lot because I certainly listened to it continuously before. And hello, sky, Leo. I wonder why the sky is in front of your name. But
It's
hi,
Leia
Leah.
in the sky.
Leo in the sky. You had exactly today this team conversation. What should be the team's name?
Yep, I did.
And the idea had also some sky in it.
Yeah,
that you weren't
the
into.
old suggestion was Team Sky. I didn't like it, so I actually suggested a new name, and there was a vote, and the name I suggested won.
I think it would make sense if it would be like Team Earth and Team Water and Team Fire or something, but I guess
Nah.
there wasn't. So
It doesn't matter. The suggestion I had was Team Fulcrum, which essentially is the bit you have underneath a lever to make the lever actually work. Instead of being a stick on the ground, you have that boulder underneath the lever, which makes it a lever. So we are the boulder, and the team that does stuff is the lever.
yeah, that really needed an explanation for me. I wasn't really familiar with the word, but
And I even figured out a good greeting for us. Because us, Fulcrum, the team.
Okay.
Because why not?
Because why not? Indeed.
Hello, Leia. Leia in the sky with diamonds.
Almost. Yeah. Right.
Oh, speaking of singing, well, I wasn't speaking of singing, I was actually singing. I found an old thing. What was it? Mordy made a track and I sang to it at some point. He made a remix of the commercial song, but I can't remember which one it was now. I need to find it again.
You had a few tracks like this.
Yeah.
So, and not only made by Mordy.
No,
right?
but the Mordy one in
the
particular.
Mordy one.
I can't remember which one it was.
I heard it, right?
I think you did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That we won't figure it out now, I think.
Nah, we won't.
No, we won't. But we have some other things here.
We do?
Yeah, I'm happy to announce that one of my very lovely modules, not mine, but one of my favorite modules is coming up because Orno64 wants to hear Elwood and Deadlock, and Elwood is always good, and I love it.
I actually based my Driller remix on Elwood's remix of Driller.
Yeah, right. I remember that you mentioning that. But from Elwood, it's very difficult to imagine, actually. Driller is very dark, and Elwood's music is like kind of very...
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make it darker.
Right. Okay. He motivates you.
He had a very good start, but it wasn't dark enough for me.
Okay, then. Well, Deadlock is certainly not dark enough for you, but I'm gonna play it anyway. Hey, that lock by Wood.
Cling.
Amazing. Really love it.
Yeah, and
Thank you for
we
requesting
did
it.
weird video synchronization thing here to make that one happen.
Yes, because you insisted on showing impulse tracker on the
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yes, it is nice, but we could have decided this a bit earlier as well.
If
It would be probably easier.
If you're going to play something off of the YouTubes, we can actually play that live on the air from the machine that plays the audio, because all of these machines now can play audio.
Yeah.
Yay!
Now he's so proud of this because he set it up. Yes.
Yeah, it's something you have been requesting for so long, and now you don't want to use it.
No, I didn't say that, but you always figure it out like 2 seconds before the song starts that, oh, let's play video.
No,
Oh, my.
it's something you should realize from start that you can.
Yeah, okay. I might be
Because
able to
it's
start to
something-
realize it soon.
Because it's something you have requested.
Well, okay, I might have requested it. I don't know. Did I?
Yes, several times.
Okay.
After every single show we did, when you could not play songs off of your computer, you asked me, when are you going to fix it so we can play things from my computer? And now you don't
Okay.
want to.
Yes, I do. Okay, then. So,
Okay, then. So,
we entered the last hour.
yes, we did 2 minutes
And
ago. From
Michael
5, 4,
Viethagen
3,
just joined us
2,
on Facebook.
1.
Wow, it's
Oh,
pretty
hello,
late
Michael.
for him as well.
Yes,
so
it is. Seems to be something
that it's
happening
a
out there in the
problem.
world.
Not that it's a problem, but it's unusual.
It just seems like there's something happening out there in the world.
Well, sometimes some things are happening out there in the world, I guess.
Yes.
I guess there are sometimes happening, outside. But since we are inside, we don't know much about it. So
We have no idea what's going on outside.
exactly.
This is our one chance in the week to actually get information from the outside world. So
so isolated. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
And
alright.
Boz went bonkers, and he used bog rolls to make the leftovers of a bog roll, at least, to make his new friends with googly eyes.
Ah, yeah,
And
right.
Bottega, send more googly eyes.
Yeah, so we can make more friends.
I actually considered
would be
putting googly
something.
eyes on the microphones here.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Because she gave me a bag. It's right
Yeah,
upstairs.
I know.
So.
It's still there. So it is still able to be used for many, many purposes.
Mhm.
And as she said, everything is better with googly eyes. So
Indeed.
we have to think of that.
Box of pasta? Googly eyes. Excellent.
Well, I don't know if I want to cook them though, but
No, it has eyes. I can't eat that.
and Martin Land says, Slaygon, I don't want information from the outside world. Ah, well, okay. You can certainly get information from our inside bubble. I'm not saying that this is so interesting, but at least, well, something.
Yeah, well, we kind of discussed the new studio layout-ish, at
That
least.
is not really interesting for others, actually.
It's
so,
inside the bubble.
well, it is inside the bubble.
So
it will be
if
more
not the
interesting.
outside and not the inside, then what?
No, it's all right. I think it would be more interesting for them to see it once it's set up.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to happen eventually. So, yeah, soon we will see that. And we have a nice request here from Soki the Real, who is, I suppose, on YouTube with us.
He is, or was at least,
Yeah.
a while back.
And he said he wants to hear Hunter's Moon, and any version will be fine. So how about Matt Gray's version? I thought that couldn't go wrong, right? So
You can never go wrong with Matt Gray.
yep. long ending. But very nice. Matte Gray is
Indeed.
always nice.
Almost appropriately dark.
Almost?
Almost.
What do you mean almost?
It's not quite as dark as I would have made it, I think.
Oh yeah, you can make everything darker.
Of course I can.
I think we have to figure out a good way to play modules here because... right. My problem is that I don't like to play modules with like recent players. I only like to play modules with module players, and we don't really have things around.
They mostly usually have YouTube videos with the player.
Not all of them.
No, but some of them do.
Yeah, but not all of them.
No, not all of them. And you do have a mod player on your computer, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can play from that.
Yeah, that is very, very true. If I got the module. Yeah, we will see it. But I really like more this request, which involves probably 2 tracks instead of 1. But we can actually play them like after, right after each other a bit later, because now I lined up something. But he wants to hear our favorite demoscene mods. I know which one is mine. I
know
recently
which one
posted
mine is as well. I have 2 favorite Amiga modules. The rest can go fuck off.
Ah, but you have to choose one from those 2. You know which one it will be?
Yes.
Okay. So this is something to discuss for later, I guess, because it's not going to happen as the next request. The next request will be CJ Warlock's request, actually. And he wants to hear Infamous and Lazy Jones.
Or Infamous.
No kidding that I said it wrong again. Infamous?
Yeah.
Infamous. Okay. Infamous and Lazy Jones. Finished?
I'm finished, yes.
You're still finished. Yeah, right.
Still finish. After all this time, I'm still finish.
Yeah, after all this time spent in Sweden, from your birth year 0, you are still Finnish.
I still am.
That makes me think. And this request was very CJ Warlock-y.
Very, and I like Infamous' stuff.
Yeah,
he has a nice
he's
style
really
too.
good, indeed. Very, very nice request. Thank you.
Indeed.
And our cats have an opinion of the fact that we are down here instead of being up there with them.
There is one cat down there on the floor, but you probably don't see her. Let me point her. There she is, right there.
Okay, then.
She's hiding in the shadows.
And Zelda is on the bottom.
The
stairs.
Yeah, her you can actually see behind me right now in the camera.
Yeah, so they kind of expressed their very much of a disappointment that we came here doing our weekly thing. And now, in the last hour, as most of the times they do, they come down just to urge us to go back. Because everything is normal when we are in the living room. When we are anywhere else, it is just not normal. This is the definition of the cats.
Well, Pucko is hunting that mosquito that we found earlier. Exactly.
Really? Okay, then.
She was hunting it right there, down there, somewhere on the floor. Anyway, Amiga modules, favorites?
I love more this request, and I think that we should take care of this because they are really great. And the next request is lined up by you.
Indeed. I have two favorite modules. One is not this one. It is a thing that Peter Clark is actually working on making a remix out of. And the other one is Cream of the Earth by Romeo Knight.
And which one are you going to play?
Cream of the Earth. Because that kind of just changed the way I thought of Amiga modules in general. I actually made my own module called Night Flyer that used the kind of gated thing that he uses a lot of in Cream of the Earth, the ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta thing. I love it.
Okay, so
it's right there. It's loaded right there. If you look at the cameras instead, you will see that I'm pointing at the track. Look at the camera on the stream. I'm pointing there, which is where the track is.
So you're amazing. Then can you press that play button by any chance?
I can press the play button, and let's have a listen to my favorite Amiga module of all time.
Dun dun dun.
Danga 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 dang.
Yep. Very nice, I have to admit, but still, it doesn't override my personal favorite mod, which
it doesn't override yours. Personally, no.
Personally, it doesn't, because, well, my personal favorite is still my personal favorite since...
Oh, is it? Your personal favorite?
Since 98 or 7. I guess it... Wow. I really have to count. I think it is... Must be 7. 97, 98. And it is my favorite since then, and it still hasn't changed. And I think that since this is like this kind of double thing that we have to do after each other, now you can also play mine. So we don't have to talk that much in between, but this module is certainly from the first hearing until the last day, still even after 20 years, I think it's fantastic, and made by Purple Motion. And it's, you would think it's Second Reality, which is also, by the way, a very genius piece. It's absolutely
that one I do like.
It's absolutely not able to get bored with at all. I can hear it like 1,000 times. But my personal favorite is Starshine. Now you can play it. Thank you. if there is perfection, then this is it for me, at least. It's appropriately filled. It's completely like it has all the variety in the song. It has all the notes, like all of them in one song.
Exactly, it has all the notes.
Exactly. So all the notes and in a perfect combination. And I don't know, I'm just blown away by it, by instrumentation as well.
I understand why you like it so much. It's because it's so busy, and the bits that are in there are well organized in a very kind of symmetric fashion.
Yes, that is very true.
I understand.
I know.
But,
Yeah, but not everyone shares their opinion with that. Interesting that Morty just said that apparently Purple Motion is still active as a media composer of some sort, according to a podcast I listened to just today, incidentally.
Oh, nice.
He said. Also,
so, Morty, if you can figure out a way to contact the person, I know a person who would love to speak to him.
Yes. Oh my God. That would be awesome. Yeah. Oh, wow. I have to put myself together for this. But anyway, the thing is that he did an album with remastered track of his around 2003, I think. And Starshine was certainly amongst those. And I have to say that I was a bit disappointed with the new version. I think that it's like when your ears get so used to an original that you cannot imagine it with any other sort of instrumentation than the original, and everything else makes you disappointed. This is how I felt.
Yeah, the same thing happened with Jurger Liljedahl and his Galway is God. He made the module. No, did he make the module? No, he made a remix called Galway's God, and then he made an album version of that remix. And Galway's God was an XM, and the XM was brilliant. And then he made a remix of that XM on one of the Bit albums, I think. I can't remember which one, but on one of them. I was a bit disappointed, to be honest. I love Jurger's work and all of that, but the module, the XM, was brilliant. It had all the bits and pieces in there that you love, all the emotion and everything. But with the remix he made, it sounded so clinical in a way. It just detracted from it somehow.
I totally understand what you say, and I think it was also partially for me, and also like to me choosing the main theme synth, it just cannot go wrong. Like it is so important that it has to.
So well. That worked really well for that song.
Okay. So he had different problems, but I think that the thing is that you also focus on different things in music. So
no, I meant the lead on that particular song that we just played. The lead on that one worked really well.
So everything else, like there was some sort of synth replacement there for this, and anything that I could imagine this with is maybe like a really, really nice rock guitar, but not with too much distortion. But then again, if the riff is not proper, if it's not correct, if it doesn't sound like it should for my ears, then I'm completely like...
Yeah, it's in those cases, it is really balancing on a knife's edge, and I think this goes... not goes, but it is something that seems to be prevalent in the Amiga remix community. They want a remix to be as close to the original as possible, yet add something to it. And I don't know, it's so weird. On the SID remix, C64 remix scene is very different because you didn't have real instruments. On Amiga, you could sample real instruments.
Yeah.
So you have this idea of what it should sound like already in your head. And for the most part, the instrumentation is already there. So when you go and do a remix of an Amiga thing, it needs to basically replicate the Amiga thing, but then add other layers to it. It's so weird.
Yeah, and I think that, yeah, it's, as you say, the appreciation factor is higher when they do that, but that shouldn't limit you if you do an Amiga remix, because I definitely wouldn't vote for only this recipe when doing a remix. So
I'm with Peter Clark on that. If you're doing a remix, and by the way, Deadmau5, one of my favorite electronic arts, not electronic arts, electronic artists, musicians.
Okay.
If you're doing a remix, you should make it such that you can take the essence of the song you're remixing, but make the rest of it so much yours that you can rip the remix part out and yet have the remaining part as your own, as an original track. Then you really have succeeded, I think, because then you have created something of your own and added the bits and pieces of the thing you're remixing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, well, since we don't have that much time left, I still want to give time to some requests here. And we have a double request, which is Minster and Ghosts Poltergeist mix. Master of Kabba said, I know, I request that a lot, but... And Banan also wants to hear the same song, so I'm afraid, no, I'm not afraid actually, but I'm afraid we have to play it because it's a double
Banan
request.
Has been really, really great in reverse engineering something to make the IRC requester work again. Big fucking props to that. And you, me, and GoHanks need to have a sit down at some point to figure out something proper.
Okay.
Because I'm suspecting he's kind of doing some trickery pokery. I haven't even looked at the logs because I trust Banan to not abuse the system. But he's using some sort of trickery pokery here with the posts because it's open and all that. But we need to have a talk because I like what you've done.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you so much again for that.
Blink, blinky, 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 blink, blinky, 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 bonk.
I think I figured it out. You like to finish the songs for some reason, right? This is what your new hobby is.
Yeah, I want them to end, all of them.
You want them to end. So that means that you are suffering all through the show and you want all the songs to end, and then you want everything to end.
If that is your interpretation, I'm not going to argue, but yeah, not really.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that at least.
Okay. I have a cat that dived in under my chair.
Dived in?
Dived
in. Now
I think she is hunting that mosquito.
Ah, okay. That's really great, actually, that we have them hunting down the mosquitoes, because they can be really annoying. So I'm just wondering when it will happen that we are peacefully sleeping and all of a sudden in the middle of the night the cats are like, wow, over us, and then jump. And
yeah, that's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen? It didn't happen so far.
Not yet.
Not yet. And I live here for 2.5 years now, I guess.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
They tend to sleep when we sleep, unless there's like a butterfly type of creature that comes in. And now that we have the AC, that we can regulate the room temperature, we don't need to have the door open, which means we don't get the butterflies in. So we're safe at nighttime at least.
Okay. Yeah, and the other day there was a bumblebee coming in, like this very big, like really big bee. I was so scared. Like that is like really
they're
big.
so cute.
What do you mean cute? They are at least that size.
Yeah, they're like a quarter of a ping pong ball or something. They're really cute. They're like if you imagine a wasp, but really fat one. It's like, it's so hard flying over here. It just wobbles around in the air. It's so fat.
So it's cute because it's fat. I get it.
No, it's cute because it cannot basically navigate because small wings and big body. So it kind of wobbles around in the air and can't really control where it goes. Because if it goes too far to the left, it needs to control it by going right, and small wings, it takes a while to kind of counter that motion.
Okay.
So they look cute. When they suddenly see a cat swatting at them, they go, oh my god. They're really cute.
Well, okay. For me, Puku is cute with her fat on the belly. That is very cute. But that thingy flying, and especially flying close to me, I don't really like that thought that they just land next to me.
Yeah, bumblebees are fine. If you have these big wasps, like 3 or so centimeters long, you need to slightly worry, although you don't really need to unless you start swatting at them because you're scared.
Well, I think I have been bitten once in my life by a wasp.
They don't bite, they sting.
Sorry, whatever it is. The thing is that I was like 10 years old. I was outside. We were after lunch with my class and in the school. And I was shouting so loud that the teachers came out from the lunchroom because they all heard me outside shouting because I got like stung.
Oh yeah, stung
there
in the
on my neck.
Yeah, that's bad though.
That was really bad. I mean, that was painful. After that, no problem followed. It was just red, but that was like really painful. So no, I don't like that at all.
It is.
Blech, no. Anyway, we're supposed to play something that is a very controversial module here because Andrew Kroll, old fart, wants to hear vomit.mod. And it's a very controversial one, as I said, and I hope that I picked the right one, but I guess by the ratings of Mod Archive, it certainly should be the one, and let's hope that we will hear it.
To do that.
Anyway, it's not too bad. It's just controversial, right? I mean, in my opinion, at least, it's like someone said that, oh, it's totally awful. It is not. This is not the case.
It has a beat to it. So if you can vomit to a beat, I guess you're fine. Dunk your friend on the back to a beat. Go. It's fine.
Vomit to the beat, right?
Yeah.
Well. Okay then. But anyway, good to have Sea Old Fart around as well. So I'm glad that he is sticking around on YouTube all the time. And YouTube is supervised by Slaygon mostly because
mostly.
I'm trying to follow IRC and Facebook, so we share the responsibilities here.
For today, he's a Sea Old Vomit.
Sea Old Vomit?
Because you requested that.
Yeah, one can say so. And
Johan Benson says, thanks for that. I'm eating here.
Oh, I'm so sorry that you are. I really hope it won't have consequences, at least.
I think it should be fine. It's just food going the other way. It's fine. It's the same
Going
thing.
the other way. Yeah, that depends on perspective. I really hate to vomit, so I don't like it. But yeah.
It's
Some
just
people
food
just
to-
say that it's better outside than inside. I don't agree. But yeah. Right. So anyway, since we have still like 2 requests are left for today, I can announce. And one of them is lined up, and the other one, the wind down, will be a special request. I'm going to tell you later on why.
Mm-hmm.
It has
Now
a story.
I'm curious.
Are you now? I think you
am.
know part of those things.
No, I
that
haven't
are-
looked actually, so
oh, that's
I don't.
great. Then you will be surprised as well. Dasse wants to hear and send Trolls, a drum and bass version by A. Zukov, and he wants to send it for Gabrielle as well. So, Bottega, pay attention. This is also for you. Yay. Don't leave. Now we have to say goodbye.
I'm not
Come
leaving.
on.
I'm right
Okay.
here.
You're right here.
Here.
Ah, there. I'm gonna drink your wine.
Um?
I'm gonna drink your wine.
Oh, good. please do.
Oh, good. Whoa, what kind of request was that? Gee.
It's not a request.
It's not a request,
statement.
it's an order.
Yeah, it's an order.
Right. Anyway, it looks like we approached the end of our show for today. Part of it were like flying away fast, part of it might not, but it seems like we approached the end. And the thing is here, would you...
It was a nice beat to the song. It's still in my head.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's
a
in
good
my
sign.
head. It's in my head too. It might be just a bit confusing for others
I
listening
know.
it.
They heard the song.
I know, but it's also bad playing in the background, but you don't hear it. So
No,
just
I don't.
so you know.
I only hear it in the headphones, and I don't
And
have
you
my
don't have the
on.
headphones at all. So yeah, so yeah, 2 beats might be a bit confusing for everyone. Anyway, I just wanted to highlight that your beat is not the only one here. So you might want to pay attention to that. And it looks like we approached the end, and we would like to thank...
The end is nigh.
Nigh?
Yeah, nigh is the olden English for near. The end is nigh, as
Right.
in around the corner.
Yeah, I
etc.
don't know much about that, but thank you for enlightening me and others too, most probably. And thank you everyone for sticking with us. You people are amazing. Like on Facebook, it feels like no one left. They are just joining and sticking around, and it's like, yeah, it amazes me because I'm expecting usually a very short attention span, especially on Facebook. Like people tend to watch into videos like for 5 minutes and then leave, but it seems like
even that, they just kind of go, oh, there's something on here, live video, yay, cool, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
so
5 seconds, 15 seconds kind of thing.
yeah, the fluctuation
yeah.
is really high there, and it surprises me that not on our show, which is a very, very, very nice surprise. So thank you so much
Indeed.
for that.
Very nice. Namaste.
Yeah, and we really would like to thank you everyone also for requesting today. We got absolutely flooded, and we certainly would not have an opportunity even with another 3 hours, maybe with another 3 hours. We could manage all the requests
largely thanks to Banan and his work on the IRC requester, because the request list was kind of full already when we started. Thanks to his IRC requester actually working.
Yeah, exactly.
So, great job.
Absolutely. So thank you once again, Banan. And if you might not want to leave, you will hear something that you couldn't hear yet on Slay Radio so far. It is a module that was made by me in '99. So...
Oh, it's an exclusive? Oh, I don't have a
Well, not
thingy.
entirely exclusive. It was released on a demoscene party, so technically...
Not the remix.
But this is not the remix. This is right now the original that was requested by Peter Clark.
Oh.
Because...
Still exclusive on this show.
On this show, it's certainly an exclusive, and on Slay Radio too, because I'm pretty certain that it wasn't played ever before. So... I was how old? Probably 17 years old when I did this module. It's an XM because I was working with Fast Tracker back then. And Peter Clark wants to hear this song, and he was kind enough to upload it for me to SoundCloud because I technically have the XM around, but it's not really good idea to play with regular players and XM. So... yeah, thank you so much for that as well. And don't forget, everyone, that if you want to hear like other live shows, obviously you might want to stick around on other days as well. The best idea is to go to Boz Radio, where you can hear like live shows almost every day, essentially. So but we are well synced with them because on Thursdays it is us and not them, and the other days are like filled up by the Boss Radio family, so to speak. So yeah, make sure that you join there as well. And thank you everyone again for joining us and requesting and contributing and commenting and listening and sticking
and
it
making
around.
our 1 day a week kind of thing, or letting us become sane for 1 day a week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for that too. It's like, yeah, and hopefully we can also keep you sane a little bit, maybe. Let's hope. And yeah, this module is called Touch of Your Soul. So yeah, 99. And thank you, Peter Clark, for uploading it. And have a good night, everyone. And bye.
Wash your fucking hands.
Definitely wash your hands.
These things.
Do not
wash 'em.
forget. Yeah, definitely.
Wash them. Wash them.
Yep.
Thumbs
Bye.
and everything. Bye-bye.
Yes, bye.
Good night.
Good night.
See ya.
www.slayradio.org.